Hello guys, hello chat, everyone who hopped on so far. I see Sylvan Fan, Sky, 3. Hi guys, how are you all doing? Are you prepared to see another exciting matchup, another exciting game, another so far amazing tournament? We already had one game today between Wire and Sky. Was streaming in the tournament live, which ended up being a 5 game matchup once again. And in a close game, Sky came out victorious, knocking Wire out of the tournament completely. Oh, got 2 eliminations already. Got the winners bracket round done, round 1 done yesterday. Now we're going into the next games, into next rounds. We don't just put way much. Okay. Let me also get in a call with another caster, another very cool person, very cool guy who will be helping me cast today again. Me really quickly call him in DM. Hello, ship.
Owls 31. What a pleasure to be back.
What a pleasure to have you back. Hello, hello, ship. How are you
I
feeling?
I can't say I'm anything less than excited for the matchup today. I've seen the competitors. I've seen what's about to go down, and I'll say I'm excited to see what happens between these two. Would you mind giving me a quick history lesson about what's gone down between these two competitors so far?
Yeah. Well, Sylvan Fan doesn't have too much history. Like, he was a person we randomly encountered in Christmas 1v1 during one of the games, and he was pretty cracked, got invited later to the community, and in his very first match, he went up against Blitzer, who was considered one of the best of his time back in 2020, but who hasn't played in a while, and Sylvan Fan managed to win without dropping a single game, only tying up second round and then winning game 1 and 3. While Cobb has a more rich, better history, he's been in the community since the beginning, getting like half of the world records, setting up all the first records back in the day, and participating in the tournaments a lot, and always reaching very big highs, always reaching top spots, getting top 4 in the last big 1v1 and second place in Christmas 1v1. So it will be an exciting match. Both of the participants are very good, and Silent Fan already showed that he can be on the same level as top players. So we shall see if he can continue his successful path of the first tournament today, or if Cobb will show why he is considered one of the best today once again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. And let me just spend a little bit of time talking about Cobb, okay? Because Cobb, it's one of those players that you just associate with party games. It's like yin and yang. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Cobb and party games, they just go together. And Cobb has shown time and time again that he can consistently be a top player. He plays so smart, so consistently. You'll never see a mistake from Cobb. But ultimately, my problem has always been with Cobb is that he doesn't really have that clutch factor. I mean, you see it every single time. He plays so consistently, but he'll never have a standout game that really shocks everybody. I mean, you even go back to the game he played against Lonely Tree in the Christmas 1v1, one of the hypest games of party games we've ever seen. And even still in that match, he was not the one trying to clutch out. He was the one playing passive. He was the one playing from the back. He was the one playing smart. He was the one with the lead. So I want what I really want to see from Cobb today is I want to see something special. I want to see something explosive. I want him to really show that he can like ball out and just destroy these competitors. And from Sylveon Fan, I mean Sylveon Fan is young. Sylveon Fan is one of these newer age competitors, these new gens that are like really shaking up the community. And if Sylveon Fan can really turn on the Jets, turn on the boosters, they might be able to, take it to Cobb.
Absolutely, Silent Fan has a very good chance. Like I said, he already showed that he can be on the same level as top players, and like you said, Cobb is very consistent across almost all games. He has some explosive moments, like games that he's extremely good at, like his jigsaws, for example. But overall, you're right. He is not known for doing any insane pop-ups, insane explosive plays. So, and this is what he might need today against a person like Sylvian Fan, who is definitely a danger to Cobb and to everyone else in the tournament. So
Yeah, that's kind of just the word I would use. The word I would use to describe Sylvian Fan is just scary. Sylvian Fan is a scary opponent to go up against because you don't know what's going to come at you. You could go up against a top player, or you could go up against a new player that has no idea what they're doing. We have no idea.
mhm,
We haven't seen enough from Sylvian Fan to really be able to categorize them into a specific kind of player. And so it's so exciting to watch these new players kind of, come into their own, come out of their shell, really show everybody what they can do because we get to see that process firsthand. It's one of those things that can really define a player for a very long time and really implant them and embed them deep into this community.
absolutely. Always exciting to see new players. Always exciting to see them pop off. So it will be a very interesting match. And let's see the bracket who they will be going up against either Tab or Fizzy next round. Whoever wins, and over losers will have a pretty tough time in losers bracket, because in this tournament you have like one margin of error. You can lose once, but once you lose twice, you're all out, and you would need to
Yeah,
win way more if you lose once in order to get to the finals. So.
losers bracket is just brutal a lot of the time, and
Mhm.
especially if you lose this match, you're going up against the winner of Panda Bro versus Anthony.
Uh,
And so, in both those players, they can put up a fight, but I really want to look at the winner here because the winner goes up against, that Tabanana Man or Fizzy Ferns. Both of them established names, both of them really good players, both of them OGs, and both of them are going to put up a real scary fight. So, if you win, you're only going up against a harder opponent into a harder match, into a more intensive play, and you're going to have to level up, your play if you want to beat any of those two.
that is true. And we've seen, and this tournament so far been crazy. We've seen an very unexpected results. Like yesterday, in a very close match, Centillionaire lost to Kenneth in the first round of winners bracket, and the top three of the last tournament is already knocked down in the losers that early in the tournament. And Kenneth showing some spectacular plays after not very confident performance against Boots in the first matchup. And now, like this tournament showed that everything can happen, basically, absolutely everything.
Yeah, and I think like what's also important to think about is also the mentality of these two players. I mean, you can even see from the chat messages that they've been throwing down in chat. So Leon fan, it's they're worried. They're concerned about the match that's coming up, and that could be a benefit if you can turn that nervous energy into excitement, into energy, into power. Then you can really fuel your performance and really play a lot better. And Cobb, on the other hand, Cobb's been here before. Cobb knows this position. Cobb understands exactly what he needs to do to win. So he's just going to be playing nice, slow, calm, patient party games, just letting Sylveon Fan go all over the place. And we're going to see basically if Sylveon Fan can harness that energy into something really, really powerful and productive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it will be very exciting indeed. I'm all ready to start. And let me invite both our players in the party, and you as
Exactly.
well.
Now, the time for analysis is over. The time for party games
Yeah,
is now.
it's party gaming time. Let's see. Here, let me open the scoreboard as well. Nice. Okay, everything is working. Also, on the other good news about the tournament, I got affiliated today on Twitch.
Ah, let's go.
Well, so I still couldn't do anything with like affiliation settings. So and I couldn't see anything about the ads. So if Twitch decides to randomly add ads to my stream, I do not know how to deal with that because I haven't set
Look,
up.
ladies and gentlemen. Look, there's a huge benefit to this, okay? And that means that you can use your Prime sub to subscribe to Owls 31. That's right,
No,
ladies and gentlemen. It is literally $5 free right now. If you love competitive party games and you want to support the party game scene, I want you to take that Prime sub that you have, that $5 free that you have in your account, and I want you to use it on the Owls 31 Twitch channel. Help support the community and help support this man that puts so much work into putting in these tournaments for all of us.
thank you for plugging in Prime subs, but I do not know if I get anything from that yet because Twitch revenue, Twitch affiliation, especially in Russia, is a very wacky place. So I would have to do a lot of like research and figuring out, and like that's what I've tried to do before stream, but didn't have much time. So yeah, I don't think if I get anything from that yet, but I will set everything up within a few days. So also thank you for the follow, Midas. Very very cool stuff. So yeah, just like I said, if you will see like random ads during the stream, I apologize. It was I have no idea if Twitch is gonna run them by itself or not. So
Yeah, entirely understandable. All right, let's
yeah. All right. Let me ask our participants.
Can't just jump into this game. We are.
Can't you turn off random ads? I think it should be in my affiliation settings or revenue, but both of them are inaccessible to me currently. Like I just look at my creator dashboard and I have an option to run an ad break. So I don't know if Twitch gonna do it automatically if I don't do it by myself. So you can't turn off ads. Fuck. Okay. All right. Let me prepare last things. Open the spreadsheet and all that stuff. That is not the correct spreadsheet. Hold on. I still had the predictions open. Give me just one more minute. Okay. Both participants are ready. We are all ready. Let's see this exciting match.
Let's jump right into it. Here we are. Match between Sylveon Fan, Cobleemil, both strong competitors. Let's see who's going to come off to it quickly. Let's see what kind of games that we're going to see. All games, on the table, available, ready. We don't know, what the themes of the match are going to be quite yet, but we are waiting with bated breath to see what is going to happen first. Oh.
Sexy Man is gone now. Oh yeah, let's see. And starting off with chicken rings as round 1.
Starting off with a fun one. Chicken rings, one of those games that just like it's hard to be good at chicken rings, all right? And being good, it is literally the difference between milliseconds and microseconds, between slight little movements of your mouse that make you just a little bit better.
That is true, but both our participants so far being incredibly good at it, going for all of the cuts and being neck and neck right off the start. Cobb with a little bit better start, better spawn, and just only 5-10 blocks ahead of Sylveon Fan.
Yeah, Cobb just looks like he's running away from this. I mean, he started off with a little bit of a lead, but he's slowly been expanding that over and over time. And Sylveon Fan, Sylveon Fan's playing good. Sylveon Fan's playing smart, but Cobb is just that much faster. Look at that.
Yeah.
Over a ring ahead by the time that game ended. Cobb takes a dominant 3-2 lead.
Yeah, and now we're going into a fun game at round 2. Yeah, Cobb starting off with a chicken rings lead. Chicken rings world record holder winning chicken rings. Would have guessed.
Entirely understandable. I mean, it's one of the games that, you have certain games that you're really good at, certain games that you need to win, that you're expected to win, and having those certain games that you're just so good at, it really makes, playing in the tournaments a whole lot easier.
And one of those games for Cobb is also Jigsaw Rush. the game that he's almost unmatched at, maybe by
Yeah,
IL only.
so
And
he's so nasty.
and also cannon painting. Cobb is extremely consistent at this game out of everything. So let's see. Not that many randoms left as well. Cobb is standing on the back wall, starting off strong. But Sylvan Fan, not using this strat and still being ahead right at the start. No one going for the middle. Everyone just staying at the edges, trying to cover each other up, random, just sticking to the left side, messing both of the participants up a little bit. But they are neck and neck the whole round, switching places with only seconds left. Who will end up victorious? Cillian Fan keeping the lead right at the end and tying up the score in overall matchup. And now moving to round 3, Animal Slaughter. See if who will be up ahead after this one.
I mean, that cannon painting was as close as you could possibly get. Both players going for the same strategy, just trying to cover each other up, and not that many nons there to kind of to worry about. Basically, there's only one left, and right now it's basically it's almost a 1v1 between these two. Straight no nons. This is pure honest party games right here. And Sylveon fan trying their best to get in the way of Cobb, but Cobb not even phased right now, and he's gonna stay in the lead. It's not a comfortable lead, but it is a lead for at least the time being. Sylveon fan though is dangerous, and whoever's going to get those lucky cow spawns next might just be able to run away with this.
Yes, both of them are neck and neck in this one as well. Both only like few points apart. Cillian Fan getting those cows, getting those lucky spawns, and Cobb with in an area with no animals around him whatsoever. Cillian Fan not being able to pass him, only to catch up just by a little bit. Only 5 points behind still. The game is almost over, and Cobb winning by only 4 points right at the end.
It could not have been closer than that.
Yeah.
And jumping into a game of shooting range, where shooting range can be so determinant on just a couple of good shots here. We're gonna see who takes out those three zombies. Cobb gets one, Cobb gets two. Can he get three? But Sylveon fan is gonna take the third. But here comes the other zombie taken down immediately by
Ooh,
Sylveon fan coming
Cobb is
back here.
getting
There's the skeleton.
TNT.
Oh, the TNT. Yep, that's
Yeah,
it.
and
You
that's
hit the
all.
TNT. The skeleton comes out. That's all she wrote.
Yeah. TNT is massively OP in shooting range, and Cobb, with getting the TNT, secures his win and going into trampoline, he's 2 stars ahead. Cobb getting the first booster, but Sylveon Fan hitting
Oh,
the booster
Sylveon
from
fan.
the top
Oh
and
my
stealing
god.
those 10 points from Cobb. What a
That's
massive play.
so What a sick play from Sylveon fan, knowing that exactly what Cobb is going to go for, taking the 10 before Cobb can get there. I mean, that's just intelligent play right there. Nobody going right now for that booster. And Sylveon fan, yeah, just that one play at the beginning seals the round. Cobb could not find enough to make the comeback. Beautiful play from Sylveon fan there.
And Sylveon was going for effectively the same points the whole time as Cobb, and just they were keeping bumping in each other, and Sylveon managed to steal almost everything around Cobb, leaving him with no chances to come back, basically.
I love that aggressive play from Sylveon fan, just like taking all of Cobb's stuff, saying, "No, you are not allowed to play this game. You're not allowed to score points. I take all your points now." I really love that, and I hope that in games like the ice one, the snowball one, and the pig jousting one, I hope we see more aggressive plays from Sylveon fan like that.
Yeah, but this time it's not a very aggressive game. It's more of a chill one. It's more of a games where you need to think of your routing, of planning ahead where you will go, of how you will position yourself. It's one of those games lawnmower. And now
Yeah.
Cobb is only 1 star ahead, not a very big lead, and Cillian Fan effectively really close in all of the games they played so far. So Cobb hasn't secured anything yet, and now Cillian Fan stealing a bunch of grass in the direction where Cobb was going, passing Cobb just by a little bit.
Yeah, earlier in that game, Sylveon fan went for a really aggressive play, trying to take away Cobb's grass, and it actually paid off pretty well. But right now, Sylveon fan making a lot of sharp turns, not like kind of a lot of erratic and unpredictable movements. However, they are finding those grass patches, just being able to keep pace with Cobb. And now that we're getting towards the back half of the game, this is where you start getting worried for Sylveon fan. You need to catch a bigger plane of grass here if you're going to want to pass Cobb. Not going to happen. Cobb plays consistent, Cobb plays calm, and Cobb takes the win.
Yeah, 2 more rounds. Cobb is 2 stars ahead, going into round 7. But so far, overall, all the games have been close. Could have gone either way, so pick Chelsea.
A little bit of superstition coming out from the competitors here, hoping for one game over the other, and I can totally understand why. Pig jousting is one of those swing games, the games where you can win and get a 3-star advantage, or lose and just lose the entire game straight out. And especially this late, a pig jousting this late in a game, in the final 2 games, that's really scary.
It sure is. It could completely turn the tides in a different direction in this game. If Sylveon Fan manages to get an early kill, or if Cobb wins, he can just solidify his win in this round. Oh, and Ho 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 is a similar game. It's the game where someone can get completely annihilated and lose all of their points.
I want to see some aggression. Come on. Sylveon fan immediately starts off with Cobb. Oh no, Cobb messes up. Cobb might just have to deal. Look at Sylveon fan. Oh, playing B. No, the mistake. Oh no, that could be the choke. Cobb, oh, he's just running away. Oh, Cobb. Sylveon fan makes a giant mistake, and look at the land from Cobb. He just has everything. Sylveon fan has a lot. No, look at him. He's going through.
Sylveon fan keep losing the land.
No. That's just such a big mistake from Sylveon fan, and Cobb is going to be able to take it, and he's going to extend his lead. Wow. What a mistake from Sylveon fan.
I wouldn't say it was like more of a mistake. It's just Cobb was just way too fast, cutting Sylveon fan off. Sylveon fan was trying to trap Cobb in his place, but Cobb, with a quick placement, quick aim, managed to block Sylveon off and completely destroy it. And almost winning this first round, 3-star lead. Sylveon fan can only tie it up at this point. That's a repeat.
Look, I said I wanted aggression. I said I wanted aggressive plays, and I got it. But the aggression turned out to be a bit of a mistake from Sylveon fan, and Cobb just managing to sneak away with it. Just nice, calm, measured play. He doesn't make any mistakes. He doesn't mess up on any of his placements. Very smart from him. And Sylveon fan is going to fall down 3 stars down with 1 game left to go. I mean, there are a couple of games left that will allow you to make that kind of comeback, and none of them are very likely.
And Frozen Floor and Pig Jousting are still in play here, so both of them can help Sylveon fan tie it up. But it's Lab Escape, and Cobb is one of the best here. He's almost unmatched here. So
not every game can be an exciting one. Not every game can be a butt clincher. Not every game can be the game of the year. And this is just another normal, another formulaic Lab Escape. Cobb should be able to take this. Sylveon fan kind of knows that it's kind of done here. First game probably going to go to Cobb after a short Lab Escape, 30 more blocks or so left. And Cobb goes up 1-0, and I mean, Cobb just once again so consistent, no mistakes from him.
True, his consistency definitely helped, but Sylveon fan in all games had a chance to just a few more points in Animal Slaughter, a bit faster chicken rings, a bit faster reaction and shooting range. Just Sylveon fan seemed to be within the reach in all of the games they played so far. So
yeah, I agree with that, but it's the question of I kind of see this as imagine this like a graph where Cobb is just the straight line going across the graph, and Sylveon fan might peak above Cobb occasionally, but most of that time is spent underneath that solid line of Cobb, and you need to spend more time above the line than below the line. And if you can't get above that line, then you know what, you're just gonna get 3-0'd, and it's gonna be formulaic from Cobb.
so Sylveon fan needs to step up his game. He needs to start popping off like he did against Bloodstar. We've seen similar scenario happen today where Sky was going against Fire and didn't do good at all in the first game, losing by 10 stars and then clutching up in all of the remaining games, showing some insane performances and winning 3-2 in the end. So We've seen comebacks like that happen. We've seen people stepping up their game, people improving their performances as the game goes. So we shall see if Sylvan Fan will be one of them, or if it will be a confident win from Cobb once again.
Yeah, we hope because like, this is I don't want to, make bold claims, but this almost seems to be the first bit of like really strong resistance that Sylveon fan has faced in this tournament so far. And Blatzer, was hyped up, but ended up kind of being a dud. Sylveon fan popped off. It never even looked close, or it looked close, but Sylveon fan managed to eke it out. And then here, Cobb just looked very, very clean from COD. Sylveon fan had moments of brilliance, but the consistent the consistent performance from Cobb too much to best. We'll see if maybe the pop offs, maybe a different set of games might give Sylveon fan an advantage here.
Yeah, let's jump into game 2. Both participants ready. Let's see what Hypixel will give us and how our participants will perform this time. Starting it all over again.
Exactly. And so, yeah, it's also important to remember like that first game, nons weren't really much of a factor. And this could be a game where more nons stick around, more nons play it out. And if that happens, then, these players are going to have to start playing games a little bit differently to try and deal with that new element of randomness. Ooh, especially with a game like this where nons can be the life or death, the blood of this game. Super Sheep is defined by nons.
Yeah, it's one of those games where one pop-up from random can really screw someone up. One wrong move, one very sharp turn, and the participant is out of the game. So let's see. Uh, Randoms seem to be not to be a threat this time. All of them are effectively out, just one remaining. Cobb is trying to go for them, getting a early kill, and maybe securing some confident stars, securing at least second place for himself. Now,
Yeah.
and Cillian Fan, on the other hand, is not going for the random at all. His eyes only on Cobb right now, trying to be aggressive towards him and trying to get a kill on his opponent. And that kind of
Yeah.
backfires with random blocking Cillian Fan a little bit there, forcing Cillian to go towards the wall in a very dangerous situation.
Yeah, I love what Cobb's doing here, just forcing Sylveon fan to fight the non, have to deal, get inside their personal space, forced to fight. Look at Cobb just playing defense here. He knows that he has all that area. He can keep playing this slow defensive style, just slowly choke Sylveon out. And especially these nons, they died so early, and so their lines aren't going to be defining the field of play as much as maybe if they had survived a little bit longer. And look at White. White looks like they're about over. This non is about done unless they pull off a sick jump, which would be amazing.
Oh,
But we'll see what happens here. Yeah, either way, the non's dead, and suddenly the field of play has been determined. We know exactly where where the battle lines have been drawn. Sylveon fan on the one side, Cobb on the other, and it's going to be a slow, long, drawn out game of attrition to see who can choke out the other first.
yeah, but Cobb seems to be in a way better position right now, playing confidently, having way more land, and trying to trap Cillian Fan with way less land here on the other side of the map.
Exactly. And Sylveon fan actually trying to eke out a little bit of land here. Cobb going in the back. Look at Sylveon fan, so aggressive, just taking everything from Cobb, trying to determine where exactly they're gonna. And look at Cobb. Cobb is suddenly not in the greatest of positions. He's gonna turn around there. There is an opening on the side that he can use, and
Oh,
he's gonna take that.
he's going
He
for
takes it.
it. He's going for it.
Yeah.
He's going aggressively too. Cillian Fan, I think, notices Cobb at this point.
Oh,
And
that turn could have ended terribly for Sylveon
yeah,
fan. That was so close. But Cobb now in the bad position. He has just a little bit. He has let himself just a little bit of an escape route. Can he take it? It's
yeah,
clinical from Cobb. He's going to make his way back to his own piece of land, but with not a whole lot gained from that. He didn't gain a whole lot of land, didn't gain a whole lot of territory. Now he's just chilling in the back, and both these players are going to come back around to fight each other. Oh, Sylvian Fan, I saw that. Sylvian Fan looked at that gap between the brown and the white, wanted to get aggressive, but instead takes the safe route, gets aggressive this way, and suddenly Cobb in a whole lot of trouble because his options are about to go down to zero. He has to turn back around, and suddenly, where is he going to go? He's going to go for the gap. He gets it, but there's one more gap. He tries to turn away.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
Cobb.
Cobb thought he could fit in that gap, but it was way too small, and Cobb is starting a game 2 with 1 star behind Sylvian. Now we're going to the workshop where Sylvian gets good side. I don't see Cobb anywhere. Let's see if...
Exactly. I'm looking around for Cobb. Owl's 31 with good side.
Yeah, Cobb is starting up ahead. I assume he has at least not the bad side. It's better side than Sylvian, but they're effectively
Yeah,
very
Cobb does
close.
have good side. Yeah, he's got good side.
Yeah, but
They're both very close.
yeah, neck and neck. Cobb just having slight lead, but this lead could completely evaporate if Cobb does one little mistake. They're both on the last
Yep, there
craft.
goes.
Yeah, and Cobb
I
finishing
think
first.
crafting table was the last craft, judging by
It
what
was
Cobb
chest.
grabbed.
No, it was
was
chest.
chest,
Yeah.
But yeah, Cobb, very, very nice from him. Very, very clean from him. One of those games that are just sorry, shut me up because holy, we have just gotten a game and a half on our hands here. A frozen floor.
Yeah, a game where Cobb is extremely good at usually. Getting a lot of free
Sylveon Fan.
ults.
Oh no! Just barely gets away, but Cobb already on the edge. Yep, there it is, the edge
Yeah.
guard. Beautiful work from him, and now he just has to take clean up these two non-clinical from him, and he might just take a big, fat old lead early in the second game.
Yeah. Cobb, Cobb is always so consistent at Frozen Floor. He is just never loses it, almost.
That's all she wrote. Cobb 8-5, a 3-star lead in the third game, and then we go directly into Jigsaw Rush. I mean, like Cobb is just looking up at the sky, thanking whatever deity he prays to, because God, this has just been the performance. These have just been the games that he loves. Look at that. Finishes
Yeah.
so fast. God, he is so fast. God, he is so fast.
So fast and so consistent, and Sylvian Fan not getting that lucky with the games because Frozen Floor, Workshop, Jigsaw Rush, it's one of the Cobb's best games. If they get Lab Escape next, it might be already over in game 5.
Yeah, it is already a man. Cobb is just playing so good right now. I mean, Minecart Racing could be a game where Sylveon Fan could get back into it if they get a lucky bit of wool, some good shots with that bow. They might be able to do something with it.
Oh, but Cobb has
We'll
so
see.
much white in the second row. The most important one, Sylvian Fan trying to keep up, he's showing a good accuracy. Cobb missing some shots. Sylvian Fan getting ahead, only one few shots away from getting max speed, but Cobb reaches max speed first.
Cobb's max.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sylvian Fan got stuck a little bit, wasn't able to hit those last one more shots, and Cobb takes it to his advantage and wins.
That is just devastating for Sylveon Fan. A game where you think that like, hey, maybe the comeback starts now. Nope, and it just increases. It's a 5-star lead now from Cobb, and into a game like RPG, a game that can be so variable, so unpredictable, and so random sometimes. Sylveon Fan needs some luck.
Yeah, and so far luck is not on his side. Sylvian Fan losing to both Cobb and Random. Trying to go for some kills in this pile of people. There's one Random at 1 HP.
Yeah, that non's one I was about to say.
Yeah, Sylvian Fan getting some kill and immediately dank to Cobb.
Oh, Cobb, you sneaky snake, waits in the grass and strikes when he needs to.
Yeah, Sylvian Fan tying up the score, and Cobb is finding one of the randoms here, getting another kill. Sylvian Fan going for the closest random to him, but Cobb also has some people around. Cobb might improve his lead once again, staying 1 kill ahead for the whole game, not letting Sylvian Fan tied up, and possibly catch up.
Yeah.
Cobb winning another round, this time RPG. Oh, and now we're moving to Annual Spliff.
I talked about earlier how RPG 16 can be a little bit random sometimes, but that game it didn't look close. Cobb just was winning the 1v1 versus Sylveon, getting more consistent hits against Nons. Cobb just looked better in RPG 16. And in a game like Anvil Spleef, I mean, unless you get a crazy drop off, which is I'd say the most unlikely from a competitor like Cobb, Sylveon fan might just have to chalk this game and look to go next.
Yeah, but we've seen a lot of mess ups in endless with this tournament. We've seen it happened in almost like half of the games or more with people who you don't usually expect just dying early and losing a lot of stars. But at this point, Sylveon fan can't even tie up the game because one of the randoms died and Cobb is guaranteed 1 star in seventh round. So it's just even theoretically impossible to Sylveon fan to even tie up the game. Kobe secured another win here, and this one was way less close than game one. That's for sure.
Yeah, it might just be all she wrote here. And suddenly, Sylveon fan playing through this game of Anvil Spleef, thoughts have to start running through your mind. Thoughts of like, maybe this guy is a little bit too good. Maybe I'm just simply outclassed. And the moment you start thinking that way, the moment you start having those thoughts, it's all over. All right,
Yeah,
your mentality is done. It's chalked. It's over. Whatever term you want to use to describe it, you are not winning this game. And Cobb, God, just so consistent, playing a beautiful game number two.
yeah, Cobb is definitely popping off today, but we will see. Maybe if Sylveon can get some last round wins, maybe it will improve their morale, improve their mood for the next games. And Cobb running out of land pretty
Hey.
early. Sylveon Fan finally manages to get some points, and we're ending on pig fishing. No ban games this time. Pretty fast and nice game we've had.
Yeah, and in pig fishing, it's one of those games that Sylveon fan can just play, relax, just carefree, fish for some pigs. Fishing is known as a calming activity in most walks of life, and pig fishing is no different. Uh, so the question is, what does Sylveon fan have to do to beat Cobb here? What does Sylveon fan have to do in game number 3 to try and even eke out a win?
uh, get more. Get pig jousting. That's for sure. That's guaranteed.
Get pig jousting. The solution to all of our problems, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, pig
pig
jousting.
jousting and the games that Cobb is not insanely good at. Like Cobb's do not get Cobb's best games like Jigsaw, Lab Escape, Workshop, Frozen Floor. Those games you do not want to see when you go up against someone like Cobb.
Exactly. It gets scary the moment that you have to start relying on the randomness of the gods up above to get a win and be like even at that point like it feels like it would be a close match even with all the games that Sylveon fan is good at. It feels like Cobb just so consistent that it would still like Cobb could still realistically win that set of games. And Sylveon fans
Uh,
gotta
both of
find something else.
both of them ending game two on the tie in uh big fishing. Both of them getting exact same score, exact same points. Very interesting.
All
Let's
right.
see. Yeah, game two is over. Cobb won. Cobb is leading 2-0 in the whole matchup. So let me adjust all the spreadsheets. And Sylvan Fan not in the best position whatsoever. Sylvan Fan needs to uh show at least the level of performance they had in the first game and try to pray for better games for him instead of games that would be beneficial more for Cobb.
Exactly. Here he goes. The preparation, game number 3. Sylveon fan looking down at the keyboard, looking down at the mouse, thinking, what can I do better? How can I beat this monster that they've put in front of me? And Cobb sitting back, hands behind his head. He's relaxing. He's chilling. He doesn't mind because he's been here before. He knows the stress, and he's done this before. He has 3-0'd hundreds and hundreds of people in his life playing party games, and he will do so again if he has to.
That is true. Yeah. Let me ask if we are ready for potential last game. If Cobb manages to win or at least tie this one. So we shall see. Both of them are ready. Let's get straight into it and see what kind of games we'll get now.
All right. Game number 3. This is a game that Sylveon Fan needs to win lest Cobb win the entire match a swift 3-0. What can Sylveon Fan do? Can Sylveon Fan win a game, find some juice, maybe get an early pig jousting to get that confidence up? We'll see. Who knows? Either way, we're going to find out what we're going to get, and it's going to be banned.
Yeah, ban game. Great start.
Man, I hate when party games just ruins my momentum like that.
Yeah. Maybe it just builds up the tension. We've seen it do that before.
That's true. Well, you know, I don't want to bring up. Oh, well, I'm happy about this.
Of course you are. Yeah.
I'm a
Low D.
you know, Sheep being a huge fan of Super Sheep. Who would have guessed it? And in this game, only 2 nons actually playing right now. And that we'll see how long these nons last. But Sylveon Fan already getting aggressive. Cobb manages just to back out exactly. And it's one of these games that Cobb is just going to live so long. And it's so hard. Unless Cobb makes a giant mistake, it is so hard to get Cobb out early in a game of Super Sheep.
Yeah. Both randoms seem to be pretty confident with their movements, not being too bad. So maybe they will have an effect on overall game.
Yeah, they were just having a crazy battle.
Yeah. In the 1v1 between nons is more exciting than actual 1v1.
Yeah, it was actually wild. I was looking at those two. I'm like, oh my god, these guys are gods. Oh, Sylveon Fan.
And then one of them just runs straight into the wall for no reason. As
Green, look at the 9. Oh, Sylveon Fan in trouble. Gets out just barely.
Cobb is not in the best position too if Sylveon Fan notices it and tries to cut him off, but what a nice save. Sylveon Fan almost dying in this situation.
You cannot be putting me through that kind of stress.
And the random.
What are you doing?
Random might mess up Sylveon Fan even more in this situation.
Wait, Cobb died. He's dead. Cobb's gone.
Wait, what? How did that happen?
He's gone. I don't know. It's Sylveon Fan. Oh, what? Wait, what happened?
It felt like Cobb got this. Sylveon Fan was trapped in the corner with the random, and then Cobb just completely messes it up, losing by 2 stars at the start of the game. What happened?
I mean, I something about the south wall.
Yeah, so out of 4 walls, there are like 2 walls that have bigger like hitbox, bigger depth plane. So you are dying earlier when getting close to them, and the other 2 you can just touch how much you want and don't die at all. So,
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's it's one of the new pieces of information. Now moving on to a game of Ho-Ho-Ho, Sylveon Fan starting immediately, and Cobb cutting him off again. Sylveon Fan getting stuck on his side of the map, but Cobb is also getting screwed by the random, and Sylveon Fan stealing all this land from the random, getting so much points here.
Sylveon Fan, no, you could have gotten so much more. No,
but
Sylveon Fan.
It might be enough here to beat Cobb. It's definitely enough to beat Cobb, but maybe Sylveon Fan should have left some for the random to maybe hope for even bigger lead, but he doesn't really need it right now. He already won by 2 stars in game 1 and potentially winning this Ho-Ho-Ho unless Cobb has unless Sylveon Fan doesn't have time to pass Cobb. Now Cobb runs out of land and Sylveon Fan improving his lead by 1 more star.
Exactly. Cobb plays small and Cobb plays conservative, but that ultimately means that Cobb loses, and the one mistake from the random allows Sylveon Fan a way back into the game. And Sylveon Fan already taking a 3-star lead with 2 games played in game number 3, and this is the start that you want. This is the start that you get excited for if you're Sylveon Fan. That start, that 3-star lead early on. I mean, you take this, you play a really nice, smooth, easy game, and you just run away with it.
True. And now Sylveon Fan having a nice lead finally at the start. You guys, what are you alive? And now it's a very good lobby for Sylveon Fan as well, because all of the randoms are dead. There's no one here, just Cobb and Sylveon Fan. battling each other out, and pig jousting is
Okay.
one of the games that.
Cobb just not happy at all about the games that he's getting. Sylveon fan getting all the games that they want to get.
Oh, and Sylveon
And
Fan,
Sylveon fan is so aggressive early on.
Sylveon Fan,
Oh no, Cobb!
oh, Sylveon Fan going for a risky play, going greedy, trying to improve his lead, and Cobb takes it to his advantage and cutting down the lead to just 2 stars.
Yeah, just
One
one
star.
actually.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
star. He got
gets
two
the
stars.
lead. So happy. It's such a good lead too. It was such a wonderful lead from Sylveon fan. 3 stars ahead, and suddenly everything that has been worked up to over those past 3 games gone in an instant. It is one aggressive play, one mistake, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, and now Sylvan Fan still ahead, and he needs to win this volcano to bring some lead back, bring some confidence. You cannot let Cobb get any more stars. You cannot let
Exactly.
Cobb get any closer because even tie is okay for Cobb in this matchup.
Look at dude. Cobb has. I love Cobb's positioning right now. So much space. Look at that block. Oh, he's got
Oh,
everything. He's gonna
Sylvian Fan,
little.
what a jump at the end! What a perfect timing and save, and Sylvian Fan.
Cobb was gonna win that too. Cobb should have won that game. He was on a last hit block, but it turned. But just
But
one
Sylvian
better jump.
Fan, yeah,
Sylveon
Sylvian
fan.
Fan
Yeah.
had a better jump, and it gives him another 1 star lead here.
There's so much white. There's so much white wool, and Sylveon fan has the white. And oh, Cobb though, good shots. Gets early. He's going faster and faster. I think
How
that's
about,
Max.
yeah,
He's
Cobb already
close.
hitting
Yeah.
max speed, winning another minecart racing.
God, he's so good at minecart.
This is it's a very close matchup. Only 3 rounds left. Sylvian still only 1 star ahead, and now we're going into the workshop game. Cobb is
It's so
getting good side.
it's so funny because like this is exactly what I said. Like even in a game where Sylveon fan gets all the games that they want, Cobb still manages to make it this close, and it's this still this scary. I mean, it just kind of feels like at this point Sylveon fans just outmatched and outclassed. Cobb just one of those players that you need to have a certain level of skill to even try to contest with, and Sylveon fan still needs to work to get to that skill level. It's going to be a close workshop though, but Cobb it
Yeah,
just looks
Sylvian
yeah.
Fan stumbles on the armor stand a little bit. Cobb improving his lead already on the last craft.
Yeah, it's not looking like much to be done here to finish off workshop. Cobb another workshop win, another clinical victory, and Sylveon fan suddenly looks at that 3 star lead that they had 2 games in and then sees that tie, and they can't be feeling happy about that.
Yeah,
Two
but
games left to
yeah,
go.
still 2 more. Sylvian Fan needs sec. What?
There's a little bit of time.
Yeah.
A break.
Oh,
A bit unorthodox to take a break in the middle of a game, but
maybe
we're
some
not exactly the most
emergency.
orthodox
Yeah.
sports ever.
Yeah, we've had some family emergencies already yesterday in one of the matchups. That's caused us to take like a 15-minute break between games. But
All right, here we go.
everything
Alistair,
can happen.
what are the games that Sylveon fan does not want to see, and what are the games that maybe
Lab Escape
Sylveon
and
fan
Jigsaw Rush.
Yeah,
That's
I was I wanted to say it too. I just wanted to hear you say yeah, Lab Escape, Jigsaw Rush, but there are still a lot of games. Games like Bombardment that could be a big booster here. Sylveon fan on Bombardment could hypothetically take it off of Cobb, and even a game maybe like Jungle Jump, maybe like a really good run from Sylveon fan. But this is a very, very tieable game, and that's what's scary about Sylveon. For Sylveon fan, it's a very tieable game.
yeah, and
Animal Slaughter.
also not Cobb's greatest games. That's one of the games Sylvian fan probably wanted to see. Though last time he did lose it to Cobb, but by just only tiniest of margins of like 4 points. So a little bit of better performance, a little bit of better RNG, and Sylvian fan can try and get this 1 star lead at the end of game 7 that he really needs to try and have a chance to win this whole matchup. Sylvian fan seems to be ahead of Cobb and Random as well. This is
Cobb, actually, yeah, falling behind the random. That's something that you don't see coming. The random kind of just getting all in Cobb's face here, taking all of his stuff.
Yeah, but
And Sylveon fans, yeah,
yeah,
just
both
like
of them are still very close, and with random right behind them as well. They're all just few points apart of each other.
close in score and close in
Oh,
proximity. Sylveon fan just barely eking out a lead, but it's close. And Cobb trying his best. It's coming down to the wire here. Oh, Cobb has two cows. Two cows.
oh,
That's 10. Yeah, that's
Cobb
what I
is
said.
Cobb getting those two cows, maybe setting up the win for
Oh, no.
himself.
That's a repeat.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is a
but
repeat.
Sylveon fan needs better than a win. Sylveon fan can't let Cobb get second place. Oh, man. You get
My,
scared now.
and Big Jossing
For
is already out of the way, and the as well as Ho Ho Ho, I'm pretty sure. So the only two swing games that remain are basically just Painting and Frozen Floor, both Cobb's strongest games.
Exactly. I mean, like I was thinking about like maybe a Frozen Floor, but then like you look at Cobb's performance last time they played Frozen Floor, and you think, I don't know if Sylvan fans wants that. I think that you just hope for a more consistent game and hope for a crazy mistake
Yeah,
from Cobb, because I
the
think that's what it's gonna take, right?
yeah. Let's see what we will get, and we'll split as the
Oh,
last round. The,
maybe this might actually be the best game for Sylvan fan. I don't know. These Nons have been pretty competent so far.
yeah, there was one random that was very good, the Ball Daddy. Well,
Yeah, we Oh, and the stress has actually got to be pretty heavy on Cobb right now. Cobb knows that they just had like no stupid mistakes. All right, just like run it through your head. Keep on remembering that phrase. No stupid mistakes. Don't do anything dumb. And right now, it's gonna be the slow build to the climactic ending. We'll see who manages to take game number 3. Will it be a tie favoring Cobb, letting him go on to the next round, or will it be a win for Sylvan fan, forcing us to go to a game number 4?
yeah, let's see it because Cillian Fan needs to not only win this round but also hope that one of the randoms, at least one, outlives Cobb. That's the two things that Sylvan Fan needs to pray for, needs to go for here. And
Your non's still up.
yeah, randoms are actually doing pretty well. Both of them are still alive, moving very confidently, very safe. So, and as long as every second they're alive, they're probably building up more anxiety, more tension in Cobb's heart, who probably understands the situation perfectly, the situation
Okay.
he's in right now.
We're waiting. We're looking. Sylveon fan could be in a bit of a dangerous situation. They've got plenty of land if they just look to their side. Yeah, they see it. And the both Nons actually in a really good spot. Both Nons have a lot of land to play with.
Oh, one of them is dead. Oh, if
Ball
one more
Daddy.
is gone, if one more is gone, it's over for Sylvian fan, and
Oh
it is
no.
over. It is over.
Yeah.
Cobb, no matter what, wins
Ah,
this matchup. But close friends, let's see how this Nasuth plays out. Maybe Sylvian can
not even a tie.
not even a
Wow.
tie.
Cobb does
GG's.
not allow any victory for his opponents. There will be no semblance of joy, no semblance of victory coming even close to Sylveon fan. It will be a swift, clinical 3-0 from Cobb, and Cobb, I mean, he's just so good. There's nothing else to really say about it. Cobb is just one of those players that you need to be at a certain level to play at a certain amount of skill level to even think about beating, especially when you have a player with that many good games. I mean, with all those games that Cobb is good, I mean, you have to hope for a crazy roll, and you also have to play out of your mind. And Sylveon fan could not make it happen. GG's though going to come out from both competitors. I'm sure that there is mutual respect between the both of them. Sylveon fan been playing so well in this tournament, and Cobb, he was expected to move on, and just the expectations played out exactly how you would think.
Yeah, and Sylvian fan actually showing once again a very admirable performance from the player who just joined the community like a month ago, and I think Sylvian fan has a really good chances moving very high in the losers bracket from this point on. And Cobb is definitely is already securing a place in the quarterfinals of winners bracket for himself. Once again, showing why he is probably one of the favorites of this tournament. And the
Exactly.
if you look at the quarterfinals of winners bracket. You can see they kind of resemble the Christmas 1v1. We have already moved in 3 Cobb, Ayel, and
Oh,
Kenneth.
Tree though, I mean, I, I can't wait to see Bot Cheetah versus Monkey City. That's the game that I want to see. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
number one competitive player versus number one leaderboard player. Everything.
That that's like a dream match right there. All
Yeah,
right, come
what
on.
an idol indeed. And Monkey City, uh, always been like considered just only a grinder and not very a competitive player, not participating in one-on-ones in the tournaments, and has been improving recently a lot with a willingness to try go for new PBs, try go for new competitive strats, and actually doing a few one-on-ones before tournament started with good players and showing that he's also very good, also can go up against really good established competitive players, and maybe we'll see something crazy there. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Again, another great match between these two competitors. Another fun time for at least me casting it. I gotta scram though. I have other people to entertain at this point. So
Yeah.
thank you for having me on, House One. I will absolutely be back to cast more matches as much as I can be. And yeah,
Thank
I'll talk to
you.
you guys all
Thank
later.
you for joining. Yeah. You are going to start your stream, I assume, soon.
Yes, I am.
Okay. I will be then raiding you because there is not any games soon, so I will raid ship. Everyone go check out his stream, follow his channel as well. He does very exciting and cool content with uh, Minecraft and some other games he started playing recently. So, and then I will be back with more tournament games later. So,
All right. I'll
yeah,
talk to you later, Else.
yeah, thank you for being here. See ya. Yeah, ship is gone from VC. I'm gonna hang out in chat for a bit and then raid our boy ship. How was the match, guys? How did you enjoy it? Because I had a lot of fun. The tournament is absolutely amazing so far with all those close matchups. Even if in the games like that where Cobb won 3-0, all of the games were very close, and especially game 1 and 3 could have gone either way at any point, but Cobb with more experience, Cobb with more knowledge, with better performances before, manages to win once again, and having a pretty good path and very good chances to win the whole thing this time. We shall see. Or at least place higher than 4th place that he placed last time. I missed it all then. Yeah, it just ended. Right when you were a bit late. Let me see if I missed or did anything at all. Don't really think I did. I think I did everything. Oh, what the hell? Where did my mouse go? Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I will be back later. When exactly? Let me tell you. Have a schedule here. 5:45. So in around 2-3 hours from now, I'll be back with more games. We'll have probably mostly losers bracket round 1 being played finally. We will see exciting matchups with people's whole tournament placement, tournament position being on the line. So for now I will be leaving. Niels just got Animal Slaughter World record. Really? GG's Niels. I'm gonna check it out in a bit. But for now, I'm gonna raid our amazing second caster, Sheep, who sometimes helps on the games, helps me with spectating, with casting, always does a great job and does pretty cool streams. He's not playing Minecraft right now, but definitely check out his stream. He's a really great person. Yeah, Dub Sheep. I will be raiding him right now. Give me a second. Oh, why the fuck is it like this? It doesn't let me do it from this chat. Hold on. Yeah, I know the rules of my own chat. Thank you, Twitch. I set them up. Okay. So yeah, I will be raiding him, and then I'll be back later with more games. Thank you guys for stopping by, for hopping on the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, enjoyed the games. See you guys a bit later. See ya.